Hi guys, I just wanted to make a real quick video and show you maybe a little different engine than you're used to. This is the motor of my 1987 911 Carrera, and it's a Porsche, and two or three most interesting things about the motor I'll try to share with you. The first is it's not a normally water-cooled engine like you guys are used to. You can see the fan in the middle. That fan sucks in air and it routes it around the engine with a bunch of different shrouds and blows air over the cylinder heads, and that provides partial cooling. It's again no water pump to spin up. It just allows a little more efficient operation. The other thing is it's a boxer engine, and that means it's flat. It's a six-cylinder, and you can see that its cylinders are opposed to each other. This is probably one of the smoothest running engine combinations because they're inherently balanced. You always have one piston moving opposite the other. The other types of engines like this are the Subaru, but that's a water-cooled engine. And most private aircraft engines that are piston-driven are in fact flat, air-cooled boxer engines. The other thing that is really interesting about this motor is unlike your normal car, there is no large amount of oil inside the crankcase at any one time. This is what's called a dry sumped motor. You can see the little yellow cap in the back right. That goes to a 2.5 gallon oil tank. And it turns out that this motor has not only a pressure pump that would pump oil to the main bearings, but it also has a scavenge pump, and it sucks all of the used oil out of the engine and it returns it again to this tank. Now it does so for two reasons. Probably the first is that is the most efficient way to run an engine with very little oil. You don't want any oil dragging on the crankshaft. It slows the motor down, increases drag, oil foams again around the pistons. It just makes for a higher horsepower engine. Most of your race car engines are dry sumped. And again, has an oil pump, pumps oil from the tank to the engine, and then it has a scavenge pump that pumps the oil back out of the engine back to this tank. So I told you that it is an air-cooled motor, which it is, but it's also oil-cooled. There are a number of oil radiators mounted both on the engine and around in front of the car. And again, the 2.5 gallons of oil not only serve to lubricate the engine, but also provide a cooling medium for the motor. So again, that tank is almost like a radiator and like an oil reserve. Again, it pumps oil through the engine, through the radiator, to cool it, and back to the tank. And then the last thing that's really unique about this car is that it's a 1987. And all of the stickers on this car that label part numbers are matching. And they all say made in West Germany, which is probably a phenomenon that you guys don't remember. Way back after World War II, Germany was split into East and West Germany. The communists controlled the east side, and the free world controlled the west. And during the Reagan era, of course, most of that was unified, and again, the breakup of the Soviet Union. So this is one of the last air-cooled cars that was hand-assembled in Germany, and most importantly in West Germany. So it's kind of like a little piece of history. It's a fun car to drive, and again, it kind of has a more novel motor than you guys have seen before. Thanks for watching.